help. There was a terrible accident. My colleague is in grave danger. My colleague, Kelman Locke. We're sorcerers. He leads my circle, or led. We sought to shatter a dark anchor at its base, to show the Fighters Guild we can do it more efficiently, so we traveled to the Proving Grounds Dolmen, but our plan went horribly awry. The Circle summoned Atronachs to destroy the dark anchor. Instead, they turned on the Circle. One of the Celestials must have caused it. I'm no conjurer. I wasn't next to the summoning when it happened. It's the only reason I escaped to seek help.
He fell right... You're here to laugh at me as well? I saw what I saw. He was naked as the full moons in a cloudless sky. Dragon Star Arena, where I lost everything? A sure win, they said. Only fools wouldn't bet, they said. Then that bare-arsed imbecile dropped out of nowhere and threw the match. Out of thin air shouting nonsense about defeating the Ankara. The guard took him to Bankarai Gate if you're headed that way. He's the indecent Imperial going on about Celestial this and that. If you see him, tell him he owes me 1,000 gold.
I wish I had time to help Errol, but my hands are full. These are dark times, and the Stargazers are a shadow of who we once were. But our role remains more important than ever. Me? Oh, I'm just picking up supplies for the observatory. Not a task for someone who has seen and done all that you have. Errol, on the other hand, was going on about ancient ruins and magical amulets or some such. It all sounded very exciting. A researcher. Very bright, but often too absorbed in his work, if you ask me. Still, I like to help him when I can. Right now, he's on the trail of... Oh, it's better if you just ask him about it. I just get it all wrong.
Soul of men, red diamond, protect us till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood up.
Excuse me. Hara says you've joined our number. That's very exciting. Because I believed I've discovered something that could help us understand who or what the Celestials really are. Certain Nedic writings suggest this isn't the first time the Celestials have appeared in Craglorn. They're legends mostly, but there's truth in them. They describe apex stones that connect the Celestials to Tamriel in some fashion. I believe I know the location of the warrior's apex stone. It's written, In Kardala, the warrior waits. But the way is sealed. We need a Nedic High Priest's amulet to enter. Unfortunately, the needs disappeared centuries ago. Go to the ruin of Shada's Tyr, the site of an ancient Nedic temple. I'm confident we can find the amulet we need there. But be wary. Wards protect the place, and I've heard that vicious goblins roam the upper levels.
The Celestial Mage. In pieces. That... You were at the observatory earlier, weren't you? I thought I saw you talking to Hara. Are you going to visit the tavern? If so, watch out for 2 lunatic high elves. I don't know if they're dangerous, but you can never tell. The 2 high elves inside the tavern claim, quite loudly in fact, that they are aspects of the mage. The very celestial that fell from our starry skies. I took my drink and came out here. My companion, not so lucky. They're asking the stargazers to help them put the pieces back together, or some such nonsense. Even offered to let me touch some strange relic to see the truth. But let me tell you, nothing good has ever come from touching strange relics. When the High Elves approach you, remember that I warned you. Those women have a strange way of spotting anything related to the Stargazers. And guess what? If you're working with Hara, you're related to us now. They've been making a nuisance of themselves in Belkarth for the last few days. Claim they need to speak to Hara of the Stargazers immediately. Of course Hara hasn't been available, so they came here to wait. No, and that's why we're here. Hara wanted us to make sure they had legitimate business with the Stargazers before she sees them. But all I found out is that they're legitimately crazy. Still, I kind of want to believe them, you know?
Well?
Yes, we are wasting time repeating ourselves to a lackey.
I'm trying to understand what you just told me. There are other versions of you elsewhere in Craglorn?
As we explained, and with exceptional clarity, we are merely aspects of the one you call the Celestial Mage. Even as we stand here, the Serpent seeks to control us all. Even now he gathers our aspects to use as his own, assembling them into a false mage who is entirely in his control.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say. I'll talk to Hara, but I can't make any promises. The constellations have disappeared from the sky, and we have other things to deal with right now. Good God, these high elves are mad.
The stars shine before him, pleading for help, and he's too busy looking at the empty sky to realize it. A drink, then, to ease our patience. You, mortal servant, deliver us your finest... what's the word? Ale?
Ale, but the brewer serves drinks in the other room.
Ah, you're here at last. Do not be confused. We foresaw your arrival. The one who has walked across the plains and faced down gods. Or do we speak of things still to come? Time is much more fluid among the stars. We are the one you call the Celestial Mage, or at least 2 aspects of a larger whole. The Serpent shattered us, weakened us. He plans to control us piece by piece, aspect by aspect. Hold still but a moment and we will show you. Witness the treachery of the Serpent. You won't win, Malazar. I am too strong for you.
You underestimate me, Vala. I have more tricks at my disposal than you could ever imagine. I have drawn you out of your apex stone and made you vulnerable. I know the power you wield. I am not fool enough to try to swallow you whole, but a piece at a time.
I will not let you do this. I will stop you.
Protest as you will, but I have already won.
Now you know what the Serpent has done to us. How he split us into pieces. He intends to locate our weakened aspects and forge them into a being he can control. One poisoned by his corruption. You must find our aspects before the Serpent does. Take this relic, the Seeker's Sight. It is a compass of sorts. One that is connected to all aspects of the mage. But like the mage, the relic is broken. When you repair it, it will recognize our other aspects and lead you to them. When we fell from the sky, the 3 gems that power the Seeker's Sight were lost. You will need to retrieve these gems to make use of the relic. Thank you. With the Seeker's Sight restored, we can locate our other aspects before the Serpent takes control of them. When you finish mending the Seeker's Sight, meet us at the winery outside of Belkarth. We will wait for you there.
Have you seen the note? If you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one can help with that. Ah, of course. These listings are where other adventurers, much like yourself, can declare their interest. Those of a similar proclivity can join up together and form guilds. Take a look, top to bottom.